Our next speaker is Taurai Matokwe. He's the CEO of Inspire Business Consultancy. He's a life coach, financial literacy trainer, and urban lecturer, and ambassador of the Financial Awareness Foundation. All right, and also 2021 first runner-up of the ICMA Financial Coach of the Year. Wow, this is beautiful. So, I really can't wait to hear from Taurai Matokwe. You are most welcome. You're going to take us through youth and financial awareness. You're welcome.
Thank you, Patra. Thanks so much for giving me this time to present this esteemed global summit, where I shall present on youth literacy awareness, financial literacy awareness. Yes, I'm indeed Taurai Matokwe from Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is located in Southern Africa, and it shares borders with South Africa, Botswana, Mozambique, and Namibia. So, I'm going through youth financial literacy awareness. Let me start by quoting Alan Greenspan, who says, "The number one problem in today's generation in the economy is the lack of financial literacy." And again, let me quote John W. Rogers Jr., who says, "Financial literacy is just as important in life as the other basics." In my studies from primary school, secondary school, up to my master's in accounting, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that I never came across concepts which I'm teaching right now as a financial literacy trainer. The reason being that our curriculum deliberately or maybe otherwise excludes or keeps such material from materials which is studied in schools. And apart from that, now in more than 70 countries, we have national financial literacy programs world over. But in our country, we don't have such programs. So now, because I grew up in a somewhat backward or poor family class, I actually told myself that I should educate myself on financial literacy, of which I did. And as of now, as has been highlighted, I am coaching people, I'm mentoring people, I am trying to impart financial education to people. So financial education, it's unfortunate that it's never discussed in families. It's never discussed anywhere we go about it. The only time maybe people may talk about the issue of the usage of their funds or this and that is when they misuse those funds. So it's like in Africa, to be specific, the issues of finances or of money, it's like a taboo. It's like politics. People don't talk about that, and they should not talk about that. So this subject again, to look at it, it's not that very much interesting. It's not an interesting subject, but it is actually very important to our lives. As we come across financial transactions every day, we interface with money every day. We are forced, or we are supposed to make financial decisions every day. We are supposed to make decisions of how we are supposed to use the limited financial resources we have against unlimited needs and wants. So, as youth now, it is very important that youths are trained, are educated, so that youth should be able to make sound and informed financial decisions at a personal level without engaging other people. So by youth now here, when I was doing my research, I found that we are looking at that age group between 15 and 24 years. And the world over, we have about over about over 1.8 billion youths, and 90% of these live in developing countries. So, if we have economies where we have more youths than adults, and more youths who cannot make sound and informed financial decisions, I don't know what the picture would be like. So basically now I'm talking of financial literacy, financial, but want to break down that we want to actually look into what it actually means. When we are saying financial, we are saying, we are talking about something to do with money, something related to money, something which is monetary. That's what we say is financial. Then literacy is that ability to interface, that ability to be able to manipulate, that ability to be able to make those simple calculations which are financial, simple decisions which we in situations which we encounter on a day-to-day basis. So let me now try to define that more, give some more definitions. The S&P Global Financial Literacy Survey defines financial literacy as the ability to understand essential financial concepts in making informed decisions about saving, investing, and borrowing. Financial literacy, again, can be defined as the acquisition of knowledge, skills, attitudes, and the right perceptions which would enable us to make sound and informed financial decisions. So you need to get the right knowledge, you need to get the right skills, improve on those skills, practice using those skills. Then now we need to get the right perception, the right attitude, which would enable us to make very sound and informed decisions. So now, like you are saying, we are looking at what we call as behavior change in financial literacy. You are at that point in your circumstances, like a certain behavior regarding your money, and you feel it's not desirable. It's not that behavior you would be proud of. Then when you acquire the right knowledge, when you acquire the right skills, the right attitude and perception, you change your behavior to that point where you are saying you have the right financial behaviors, where you are saying now, if you were not responsible with your money, you are now responsible. If you were spending your money anyhow, now when you earn your money, you sit down, you budget, you plan, then you use it wisely, or you spend it wisely. So that's actually, in a nutshell, what we mean by financial literacy. There's a number of concepts or ideas which are enshrined in financial literacy. What are they? Firstly, we are saying we are worried, or this financial literacy is associated with financial outcomes. You want to be wealthy. You want to be financially free. You want to be financially independent. You want to get out of debt. So we are talking of outcomes in financial literacy. So you would say, at such a age, I would want to retire. At such a year, I'm financially independent, I'm financially free, I want to leave my employment, I want to do this and that. So we are talking about outcomes. The next thing here, we are looking at this financial literacy involves understanding one's current financial behavior traits. How are you behaving around money? What's your current behavior traits? And if you want to change them, what is it that is needed to change those behaviors? And after employing whatever is needed, if your behavior changed towards money. The next thing again, so we are talking of behavior change again, which I highlighted earlier on. So financial literacy again entails having the right knowledge and understanding of personal financial issues. If you are supposed to make a decision, can you make that decision in a short period of time? Suppose you join a conversation where people are talking about your country's inflation. Are you able to understand what they mean? If you want to borrow, Are you able to choose the right product? Say this loan is better than this product is better than. So we're talking about personal financial issues. So these are enshrined in financial literacy. Then the other issue now, we are talking about the application now of that knowledge, the application of those skills to come up or to have the desired financial goals. So in financial literacy, again, we also have the issue of goals, what we call financial goals. They can be short term, they can be short term less than a year, medium term, beyond a year to 3 or 5 years, or beyond 5 years, which is long term. So we have goals. Putting actually trying to fulfill those financial goals, and at the end of the day, you say, I've been able to implement goal A, goal B, goal C. We now say you are financially literate. So that's the issue. Then lastly, now, this also involves what they call the attitude. What's your attitude towards money? What's your attitude towards people who have money? Sometimes you feel that people who have money suppress you. Those are people are enemies. People who have money are evil. These people, we have these attitudes. Sometimes we have a certain perception, again, like perceptions. How do you perceive money? How much money do you believe is enough? And how much money do you believe is good? Is it too much money? Maybe a few dollars, maybe some amounts of money which are moderate, or maybe a lot of money. What's your perception? So if you feel that money is evil and you are good, you can never attract money in your life. So having the right perception about money, having the right perception about people who have money, would actually enable you to be able also to attract that money. So that's actually, in a nutshell, again, what financial literacy entails. Let me move on. Let me look at the importance of financial literacy. Financial literacy, well, is important, I believe. So again, financial literacy now. Let me run down. Have a rundown of the importance of financial literacy. Number one, it helps to get skills to earn more money and to manage it well. Financial, if you're financially literate, you have the skills which will enable you to earn money and to manage it well. This also gives you skills related to budgeting, related to responsible spending, related to borrowing, related to retirement planning, goal setting, etc. This again will help you to be able to say budget, like I said in the statement above, as well as to be able to track your expenses. That's again the importance of financial literacy. This also helps us to make prudent or wise financial decisions. We can prepare our future, which would actually make us financially independent by being financially literate now. So again, this also helps us to understand one's financial rights and obligations. That's what financial literacy does. Especially if you look at borrowing, you are taught about the rights of a borrower. What should you do when you are in debt? What you should do when you default? Your rights as a borrower, or your rights as an economic man in any economy, would be enhanced through financial literacy. So again, ladies and gentlemen, let me move on and move on to the next thing I would want to look at. Let's look at statistics on financial literacy. We cannot go on and on without talking about that aspect. You know, about 67% of the world's adult population is financially literate. 67%. What does it mean? It means that about 67% of the world's adult population, which is approximately 3.5 billion, cannot make sound and informed financial decisions. The other issue again now here on statistics, in a research which was conducted in the United States of America in 2018 by Ken Chan and Min Zhou, 2/3 of young adults were found to be financially precarious, meaning they could not, by that point in time, they could not make sound, informed financial decisions. And usually when you are financially illiterate, you would make disastrous decisions. The effects of being financially illiterate are very, they are very great. So you look at the world over now, we have countries with the highest financial literacy level are in developed and advanced economies. Those in Western Europe and English-speaking countries, they've got highest financial literacy. And to just have a rundown with Denmark, Norway, Sweden, they have about 71% financial literacy. Canada and Israel, they've got about 68% financial literacy levels. Germany and Netherlands, about 66%. Australia, 64%. And lastly, Finland is 63%. These are the top 10 countries which actually rank high in terms of financial literacy. So most developing countries rank low on the aspect of financial literacy. And this ranking I've given you is according to the Global Financial Literacy Excellence Center, which gave those or these statistics. So we are saying they need to be financially literate. And by not financial literate, we cannot talk about financial literacy without talking about money. We need to understand money, the history of money, how money works, so that we'll be able now to attract money. If at one point you decide, I want to be wealthy, I want to be financially free, I want to be financially independent. So what is money? In general, money is something which is accepted as a medium of exchange. It is a measure of value in the means of payment. Again, it acts as a standard of deferred payments. This is actually academic definition that I'm giving here. So money, again, is the harvest of our production. If you produce, you can put your production, whether in products or services, in a monetary form. That's what money again is. So money is what we receive for our products and services. And again, this is a way from which we can also obtain something or money from the products and services from others. So we have products and services, we give them to others, we receive money. And if we want to also have the products and services from others, we also give them money. So this is actually money. And again, it is a measure of wealth. How much wealth do you have? How much money do you have? So that's money. Let me move more again because of my time. Let me look at facts about money. Money in coin form is about 2,600 years old. That's what money is. And again now, at the various points in history, money in the form of paper, coins, gold, silver, salt, cattle, ivory, etc. And at every point in time, money, each form of money was valuable for a reason. So that's actually the evolution of our money. So money, we're looking at the facts about money, is as important as the food it buys. It's as important as the education it provides. And it is as important as the doctors it pays. So money is important. So nothing takes the place of money in the area in which it works. Nothing takes the place of money in the area in which it works. If you are ill, you need to have a doctor attend to you, you need money. If you are hungry, you are passing through a fast food restaurant, you need money. If you want to go to school, you want to find an education, you need money. So, although people say money won't bring happiness, money and possessions bring more happiness than what poverty brings. So, although people say money won't bring happiness, money and possessions brings more happiness than what poverty brings. We should fight poverty. We should people of means. We should be people of means. Get that money. It's better to struggle with your money than to be very poor than to be poor and not have money at all. So another fact or another point about money is that if money is shared equally in any community, in any locality, that money within 6 months, it would have almost gone to the same people, or it would go to the same people who had the certain amount of money before sharing. So each person will have exactly the amount of money they had before sharing that. What makes that possible? That's the mindset of people. That's the perception about money. If you are productive, even if you lose everything, tomorrow you will wake up generating or create other sources of money or earning more money, because the productive capacity is in you and is not in the money. Let's look at how money works somehow. Going through, rushing, looking at how money works. Money follows executed ideas. If you have an idea, you have to execute that idea. And when you execute that idea, that would mean you attract money. What's the idea you do have right now? Maybe you want to have young youth of this world wear trendy clothes or fashion. Provide that. You want people to eat maybe fast foods or food prepared fast foods restaurant in your locality. Provide that. Whatever idea you have, execute it, then you attract money. Money again should circulate or flow. Money is meant to flow. There is a concept which says everybody has your money, meaning everybody should give you money, but after providing a certain product or a certain service. So if money becomes stagnant, it risks dying. Or if money becomes stagnant, that money will do, it will lose value, even the strongest of currencies. That's why we have the concept of time value of money. What a dollar can buy today, it will buy less at the end of the year. So if you sit on your money, not send it to bring more money, then money loses value. Let me move on again. Money takes the character of the one in its possession. Money is neutral. It takes your character. If you are wise, if you are stable, if you are diligent, whatever character you do have, the money you are going to earn or get, you take that character. If you have dirty money, and that dirty money it passes on to the next person who is working illegitimately, that money changes its character of being dirty money to being money which is legitimate or money which is clean. So it takes your character. The other issue is money magnifies the character of the one who has it. If you are proud, you don't just wake up being proud because you have money. Money is sort of a litmus test. It tests your character. If you are wasteful or extravagant, if you are kind, philanthropic, something like that. So if you have a certain character, when you have money, it will magnify the character. You see that this person is kind, this person is good, this person is selfish, because that's what money does. It magnifies your character. Then money again is attracted to value. If you have value, your value is seen by the products or services you provide to your community, to your country, to your locality. So the more products and services you provide, the more valuable you become. And the more services you provide, and the more products you provide, the more money you attract. So you should increase your perceived value. And the perceived value is given by your community, by the people you serve. Then lastly, if money is your problem, then money cannot be a solution. If money is your problem, then money cannot be your solution. What do I mean by that? If you have money problems, that cannot be solved by giving you more money. If you have money problems, what we can do is you need to come up with ideas to have more streams of income, or you need to increase your income generating capacity. Because if you give you more money, tomorrow you wake up wanting more money. So if money is your problem, that money cannot be giving you money, cannot be a solution. So that's this actually how money works. If you understand this as youths, I think as we hunt for the money, as we go around looking for money, this would actually help us and we attract it. And then how do we attract money? Get a job. If you get a job, you earn money. Start a business, provide goods and services, you earn money. Create a system to earn passive income as well as active income. So if you do work, you provide services, you earn money. That's how you earn money. But sometimes you can marry some financial resources, then you get money. But well, as youth, what if you don't get such a spouse? Sometimes some people get money by inheriting it. If you are lucky enough to have a rich aunt, a rich uncle, yes, you can get it. So this is actually what can make you earn money. I'm actually rushing against time. Let me move on to the last aspect, which may take us 2 or 3 minutes. How can we improve youth? How can we improve the financial literacy? How can we do that? First thing is educate yourself on personal finances. This does not need to have a degree in finance or a degree in accounts or a diploma. You can read literature which provides you with financial literacy knowledge and which can enable you to improve on financial literacy skills. You can attend a seminar or a workshop on financial literacy. This can take at least a week or even a day if it is a crash program. You get the knowledge. Get a financial literacy trainer, he train you on all the aspects to do with financial literacy. So educate yourself. Read financial literacy books, read magazines on financial literacy, visit sites on the internet which teaches financial literacy. So that's how you can improve your financial literacy. The next thing, start saving now. If you have some income, start saving today. Start saving now. You can save for your education, say college education, expenses, you need boarding, you need tuition, you say stationery, and all that. That can actually, you can do that by starting saving now. That increases your saving habits. The next thing is you can get a bank account. So you can save by putting your money in a piggy bank or in a savings account. And by saving now, you increase your financial literacy skills in a bank. So survey results show that the teens with the bank accounts are more likely to have a higher financial literacy scores. Develop a habit of saving, especially if you have a stable currency in your country. If you do not have a stable currency, change that to that stable currency. You can put your money in, say, some assets. Then the next thing is set a monthly budget. If you earn some income, come up with a simple budget. Follow up on your expenses, then review your budget now, and again, you'll be increasing your financial literacy skills. The next thing is get a job. Get a job. When you get a job, your teams who work often have a better grasp on budgeting and spending within their means. Get something to do. Earn some income. Budget it. Spend it. Review at the end of the month or at the end of that period you earned your money. Then lastly, find a personal website or app that works for you on your mobile phone. There are some applications which you can help you with budgeting, with tracking your expenses, with maybe goal setting. We have these on the internet. Let's make use of our smartphones, of our laptops, desktop, whatever it is. Right, lastly now, you can find a mentor. You can find a coach to coach you through your financial literacy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for following me. This has been a good time for me presenting to you. I enjoyed this exercise. I hope you gained from what I presented to you. I am Coach, Financial Literacy Trainer Taurai Matokwe from Zimbabwe, Southern Africa. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, our financial coach. It has really been so amazing, very amazing. I want to say I have learned a lot. I have really learned a lot from your presentation, most especially this phrase. Some people say money can't bring happiness, but money brings more happiness than poverty can do. Therefore, we'd rather suffer with money than suffering with poverty. But I think if someone has knowledge of financial literacy, they wouldn't really suffer. Actually, I think it's also this century that we are in, it's also important to have knowledge of how to handle our finances. That's really important because a lot of things are happening. And honestly, if you can't handle money, then you can hardly do a thing. You can't handle the money at hand. You can't invest. You can't be the entrepreneur. You just can't do anything. So I want to say you really gave us a very powerful speech. We had a marvelous speech from Coach Taurai, who took us on youth and financial awareness. Financial awareness is really important. Trust me, someone can be given $50. Let me use that as standard currency because we are hailing from different parts of the world. Someone can be given like $50, another be given like $200. But one with $200 can do nothing with that $200 when they don't have knowledge of financial literacy. But this with $50, as long as they know how to spend and save, invest money, that's knowledge of financial literacy, they can even double or triple and be better than the one who got $200.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more